You think you know what a woman wants, right? I promise you, you probably don't. There's a whole list of things she craves from you, things she will never admit out loud because it either makes her feel too vulnerable or exposes what really turns her on about you. And if you think she's going to spell it out for you, well, you're kind of already losing. Okay, now today I'm pulling back the curtain and telling you exactly what she wants, but will never tell you to your face. You ready? Orpa here. Welcome to the channel. Always check to see whether the channel name says Think Positive before you watch a video to be sure it's exactly coming from me. So here's what we're doing. I'm breaking down 7 silent expectations women have in a relationship that they'll never directly ask for. Now these aren't the obvious buy me flowers, be a good listener cliches. I'm talking about the little-known things that basically when you do them, make her feel drawn to you, respect you more, stay hooked, and so much more. And yeah, a couple of them might actually surprise you, maybe even make you a little uncomfortable. But bear with me. Let's jump right in, shall we? Now it goes without saying she's never going to look you dead in the eye and say, I need you to take the lead. Because in her mind, saying that out loud might make her feel like she's giving up control or admitting that she wants a man to step up. Here's the twist. Women respect and crave men who know how to take the initiative without being told. It's in the little things, you know? Choosing a restaurant without asking her 10 times where she wants to go. Saying, be ready at 7, I'm picking you up, instead of, so what do you want to do? Right? Organizing the weekend plans instead of waiting for her to send you a list. Now when you do these, you basically are sending 2 powerful messages without saying anything. You're saying, I'm capable and you can relax when you're with me. Because whether she admits it or not, she doesn't want to be in charge of everything all the time, especially not in her love life. Indecision kills attraction. If you're constantly asking for her input on every single move, you're forcing her into a role that she doesn't really want to be your manager. So stop waiting for her to give you the green light, right? Take charge, set the tone, give her a gift of being able to just show up and enjoy you leading the way. She wants to feel like she can trust you to handle situations, whether it's as small as, I don't know, picking the wine at dinner or as big as deciding on a vacation spot. And, you know, a man who leads is a man who she finds harder to replace. Secondly, she wants to feel chosen every single day. Ain't that the truth? She'll never ever walk up to you and say, babe, I need constant reassurance. Most women won't because it sounds needy and no one wants to admit that they need to be reminded that they're enough. Feeling chosen doesn't mean you have to shower her with gifts or write long paragraphs every day. It's in those micro moments, you know? That look across the room when she catches you staring at her. The way you pull her close in public as if to say, yeah, she's mine. The random thinking about you text that you send her in the middle of the day. Because when she feels like you still choose her, even after the newness of the relationship has worn off, she relaxes into the relationship and stops wondering if you're pulling away. And the sneaky benefit is, women who feel chosen are more affectionate. They're more committed and way less likely to seek validation somewhere else. But the second she starts to feel like your attention has drifted, that's when she'll become distant. That's when she'll be more open to flattery from other guys. So if you want to keep her hooked, don't just choose her when you're trying to impress her in the beginning. Choose her every single day and let her feel it without having to ask. Point number 3. She wants you to be mysterious, even in the relationship. Now, there are a lot of guys who think that mystery is something you only use at the start of dating, like it's some early game tactic to make her chase. Truth is, if you want to keep her chasing you years into the relationship, you can't let her feel like she's figured you out completely. If she asks, what did you do today? You don't have to unload that boring minute-by-minute report. You can be playful, tease her curiosity. You can say something like, oh, nothing too exciting, you know? The same applies to your goals, hobbies, and routines. Having interests outside of the relationship to which she isn't usually invited. Perhaps you hike alone, or perhaps you're secretly picking up a new talent. Perhaps you have a side project that she is aware of but hasn't seen yet. Because this is where the risk lies. She will stop wondering about you if she feels as though she knows exactly what you'll say, do, and react, which will quickly eliminate the mystery. When she stops wondering, she stops feeling the same level of attraction, etc. You can be faithful, honest, and open, while still keeping a part of yourself that's just for you. And that's the part that she'll always chase. Number 4, she wants you to protect her without making a show of it. She's not going to tap on your shoulder and say, "Can you protect me? You got this." In fact, if you asked her outright, she might say, "Oh, I can take care of myself, right?" And yes, she probably can. And here's the thing, real protection is subtle. It's not chest thumping or picking fights to prove that you're tough. It's in the small unspoken moves that you make that let her know that you've got her without embarrassing her. It's switching sides on a sidewalk so you're closer to the traffic. It's observing when another guy is making her uncomfortable and gently putting yourself between them, right? Without speaking a word. When you enter into a crowded space, your brain scans the room, not because of paranoia, but because you are aware. And it isn't just physical, correct? Protection can be both physical and emotional. Like stepping in to change the subject when someone's bringing up something that's making her uneasy, or defending her when someone's being unnecessarily disrespectful. When you do these things naturally without turning it into a performance, it will trigger something primal in her. It says, "You're safe here. I've got you." And the beauty is, she doesn't have to admit that she loves it. Her body language will say it for her. But if you never show this side, if she feels like you wouldn't step in when needed, she'll quietly start questioning if you're really the man she can count on when it matters. Number 5, she wants you to have a life outside of her. Believe it or not, this is true. She will never look you in the eye and say, "Please don't make me the center of your universe." But I promise you she's thinking it. At first, it might feel flattering to her that you drop everything for her, that you're always available, always ready to rearrange your schedule just to see her, etc. But over time, that same behavior that made her feel special at the beginning will start to make you look less valuable. Why? Because women are drawn to men who have purpose, men who are moving towards something bigger than the relationship itself, and more. When you're ambitious, when you have friends, hobbies, projects, goals that you're actively pursuing, you project confidence and self-respect. You become the man she has to make time for, not the man who's sitting around waiting for her next text. If she met you when you were busy, driven, focused, and now you've replaced all that with her, right? She's going to feel like she lost the man she was attracted to in the first place. Guys, if you're getting value from this video, hit that like button and let me know so I can create more content like this. And worse, she'll start to feel the pressure of being your entire source of happiness. And that's not romantic, it's exhausting. The irony is, when you put your purpose first, she actually wants more of your time. She feels like she's sharing you with something important, and that makes her value your attention even more. So, yes, love her, yes, spend time with her, make memories together, but never let your world shrink so small that she's all you've got going on. Because the second she feels like you've got nothing else, she'll start wondering why she's here. If you're getting value from this video, hit that like button and let me know so I can create more content like this. Number 6, she wants you to surprise her without a reason. Now, she will never straight up say, "I wish you'd surprise me more." Why? Because most women don't want to feel like they're asking for romance. It takes the magic out of it. But the thing is, surprise is one of the fastest ways to keep emotional chemistry alive. And I'm not talking about the wait for Valentine's Day or her birthday kind of surprise. I'm talking about the whole random, unprompted moments that make her stop and think, "Damn, he thought of me." It could be as small as grabbing her a favorite snack on your way over, sending her a song out of nowhere that reminded you of her, right? Waking her up on a Saturday and saying, "Pack a bag, we're going somewhere." The power in these moments isn't the money you spend. It's the fact that you were actually paying attention enough to do them. You remembered something she mentioned weeks ago. You noticed the little things. You acted on it without needing a holiday or a special occasion as an excuse. When you do this, you break that routine. You interrupt the predictability that kills attraction over time, and she starts to wonder what you'll do next, which keeps her engaged, excited, thinking about you even when you're not around. Here's a warning. If the only time you put in effort is when you're feeling guilty or when the calendar says it's time, she'll start feeling like your affection is on a schedule. And once it feels predictable, the magic is gone. 1. She wants you to challenge her, playfully. And here's the final point. Number 7, she wants you to challenge her playfully. Once again, she's not going to admit this, but a woman loves a man who keeps her on her toes. Not in a toxic, drama-filled way, but in a way that makes the dynamic fun, flirtatious, and exciting. Most guys think the way to keep a woman happy is to agree with everything she says, nod along to every opinion, avoid conflict, stuff like that. Easy life. Got it in the bag. Truth is, when you agree with her 24/7, you don't come across as kind, you come across as predictable. And predictability, whether you believe it or not, is boring. Playful challenge is where the magic happens. It shows that you're not afraid to stand your ground in a fun, confident way. Because here's the psychological part. When a woman feels like she has to work a little to win you over in small, playful ways, she'll stay invested. She'll keep chasing that spark. The key is balance. You're not putting her down or trying to win every exchange. You're creating a back and forth that makes her feel like she's in the presence of a man who's confident enough not to bend to her every word, but charming enough to make her laugh while doing it. And trust me, once she's hooked on that energy, she'll crave it. So here's the deal. None of these things are about money, gifts, or over-the-top romance. Instead, they're about presence, awareness, keeping her respect while keeping her interest, right? Now, the guy who masters these silent expectations rarely has to worry about losing his woman to boredom or another man. My name is Orpa. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video.